And this evening, the flow is an hour long, or it'll go 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. And yeah, our theme is creativity, which is something that's been on my mind a lot lately. It's relevant not just in terms of how we fill our time at the moment, given the extra time or the strange kind of scheduling and arrangement of time we're going through, but also because at basis creativity is about seeing opportunity, right? Seeing things differently in a new way, and where there might be something might be formalized, or a door might be closed, or a set status quo given to you. At basis creativity is just seeing potential, right? Potential for something novel or something new. And that's quite an optimistic outlook, actually, that there is always opportunity for a different perspective, for a different take on things. And so I think that whether it's a particularly say textbook creative pursuit, or it's just the way in which you approach your day, I think creativity is highly relevant for us now. And within our yoga practice, creativity to me within a practice is experienced as a sense of expansiveness. So within your body, but also within how you move and where your practice goes, that there is opportunity, but also a sense of expansion, that nothing is kind of cramped or formalized, and the body doesn't feel that constricted and conformed into a way of moving, and a way of sequencing and so on. And so I'd like to weave in that kind of expression and intention into our practice today. And so let's begin with a few moments seated, with some reflection and turning inwards to make ourselves ready for our creative flow. So I invite you to come into a comfortable seat on your mat, legs in Sukhasana seat or any arrangement of your legs that feels right for your body and comfortable for you. And I invite you to just gently take a moment to draw your head up towards the ceiling, as though somebody had tied a piece of string from the top of the head and was lightly drawing you up towards the ceiling. And with this movement, to allow the shoulders to open and the chest to open and the shoulders to softly draw back and down. So immediately feeling that sense of expansion in the upper body and through the back, through just aligning the structure of our torsos, of our shoulders, of our neck in the seating posture. So let us move in a way that creates space within us. And I invite you to draw your attention now to your breath. We can begin with a nice full rhythmical breath. So move straight into your yogic breathing, observing the full flow of inhalation and exhalation, and feeling that expansion with the breath now. So feeling as though there is always just that bit of extra space to fill the lungs, to fill the torso, to fill the belly, to fill even the shoulders. Let your breath be expansive. Let your breath be steady. One of the things of creativity is also that there is a sense of listening, of intuition. So once one has seen that opportunity and the space, there is also an ability to pause and listen to the impulse or the intuition of how to move into that space, how to use that opportunity. And a moment like this, at the beginning, at the end of our practice, and a few moments sort of bookended during our practice, we'll have these opportunities to tune in to the breath and thus the intuition and the drives within each of us. So as we experience this expansive breath and this turning inwards, I invite you to make an intention now, a sankalpa, for yourself in your practice today, whether it's on the theme or something else. But let us see an opportunity for an intention in our practice and to weave that through our practice today. Just in your own mind, coming to settle on that sankalpa. And then I invite you to allow that intention to sink down and settle down into your heart space, merging with the breath, merging with the blood, merging with the beat of your heart. Taking a deep breath in and a long, expansive breath out. Taking a deep breath in and a long, expansive breath out. As you inhale, now gently fluttering your eyes open and bringing your arms out alongside the seat of the body and stretching up towards the ceiling, staying exactly where you are. And you can invert your hands, interlocking your fingers, drawing the heels of the hands up towards the ceiling. Draw the arms alongside the ears and make sure you have some space between shoulders and ears as you press the chest forward and try to elevate from the very base of the spine. Let that be your grounding, your pivot point, and from there, the trajectory is upwards and outwards. Breathing still rhythmical, just a nice, familiar and accessible opening stretch. Over our flow today, we'll have moments where postures are familiar, giving us the opportunity to tune in with our intention and our breath. And then also moments where we maybe do something different or hopefully creative or interesting. Let's try and stay in touch with our minds and breath throughout either experience. On your next exhalation, I invite you to release your hands and open the arms out, stopping shoulder height and pressing the heel of the hands outwards now as you really reach into the fingertips and press like you're pressing a wall away up in opposite sides of your body. Keep the chest open, keep the chest free for breath. Deep full breath in. And on the next exhalation, sweeping your right hand, or I'll mirror you, so your right hand over your left knee and your left hand behind you. Coming into a nice, easy and accessible seated twist, pressing your bum into the floor and maybe looking over your left shoulder. Another full deep breath here. Exhale. Inhale to lift and lengthen, bringing your left arm overhead, and then exhale to draw that arm over the top of your left ear and keep that chest open to the front of the body and the front of your mat. Lengthen through the neck. If it hurts to look up on the inside of that arm, look down to the floor. Another full breath here. And then inhale to come up. And let's exhale, go in the opposite direction. Left hand over right knee. And then start to twist around, gently pressing into that leading knee and the floor behind you for leverage. Lengthening as much as you can and looking over that right shoulder. Last full breath here. And then on the next inhalation, lifting up with your right arm. And as you exhale, reach over towards the left side. You look up on the inside of that right arm or down to the floor. Let the neck be soft and the head heavy. Don't try and strain, but also to reach out of the hips and open the chest to the front. Last breath here. And inhale to come up to a seated position. And now you're all facing the front of your mat. So bringing your knees together and holding on to the front of your knees, draw them in towards your chest and roll the shoulders down. One full breath here, inhale and exhale. On the next inhalation, drawing your hands behind your thighs, lifting your feet up enough to roll back, doing a few roly-polies in your own time. So exhale back, inhale and forwards. And I invite you to start to experiment within this framework, within the structure. So reaching out maybe to opposing sides, maybe going fast, maybe going slow, maybe introducing a neck stretch, just asking yourself what you need, or maybe not even asking yourself, doing the movement before the thought comes as you rock forwards and backwards, exploring the floor, and in so doing, warming up the back, warming up the body. And last roly-poly back, exhale. This time as you inhale to come forward, come into a malasana, the yogi squat, the front of your mat. So I'm opening my feet out to be a little bit wider as I press my hands together and draw the knees backwards, draw the legs backwards as I open the chest out through that traction. Let the bum be heavy as it draws down towards the floor. Lift up through the top of the head. Exhale. On your next inhalation, I invite you to draw your right arm up and press your left hand on the floor under the left arm, opening the torso towards the right side of the mat. Exhale to close down, and let's do the opposing side, lifting up the left arm. And so you really want to press, find a sense of traction, find pressure between the right arm and the right shin. Exhale to close. Let's do one more time on each side. Opening out the shoulders, maybe stretching into the neck. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. And from here, lifting the bum up and coming into kind of a wide, almost straddle ragdoll. Make the head super heavy and the knees are quite bent. And I invite you to interlock your fingers and place them behind your head and feel that sort of groove as the skull protrudes outwards, and hook your hands there. And just hang here for a few moments, swaying from side to side and feeling the pressure of hands on head. Taking another 2 breaths. Should be a lovely releasing stretch at the back of the neck and the upper back. And then exhale to let your hands melt over your skull, placing them on the floor, shoulder width apart, and then stepping back into your first down dog of our session. So please feel free to move and groove as feels right for you, bending and stretching alternately with legs. And connecting with that rhythmical deep breath as you do so. Maybe stretching into the hips if that feels right. When you're ready, coming to still the body, and we'll take 3 expansive breaths here just in stillness, feeling that the framework and the structure of our down dog starts to cement, and you start to feel this familiar pose and find opportunity and expansion within it. On your next inhalation, coming up onto the balls of the feet and looking in towards your belly button. We've done this a few times, waving forwards, bringing the weight over the hands, and then bending into the knees, arching the spine. Exhale to push back. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale to wave forwards. Exhale, push the floor away, arch back. 3rd one here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come on the tips of the toes. Exhale, bring your knees to the floor in the middle of the mat. So you're like in a tabletop. And then inhale to come up onto your knees. Exhale to draw your left leg out towards the side. So we're setting up for the Parigasana. Left toes in alignment with your right knee. Arms out on either side. Inhale. And then exhale to reach towards the left side, opening the chest out. And exhale. Let's go into the reverse Parigasana. So right hand to the floor or on a block or book if you can't reach the floor, stretching out towards the right side. Inhale and up. Exhale to the left side. And I invite you to start to flow with the breath if that feels right. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling and up. Maybe 2 more iterations on each side. Maybe including a bit of a neck stretch if that feels right. Exhaling into your reverse Parigasana. When you're ready, inhale to come up and then exhale to bring your hands forwards in front of you. And I invite you to inhale to reach up with the right hand only, opening your chest to the right side. And then exhale to sweep that right arm under the left, coming into kind of like a side straddle, thread the needle. And if it serves you, inhale to lift up the left arm. Exhale to draw the left arm forward, as far forward as you can. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale. Bring that hand back in front of your face. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, both hands under the shoulders. Your left leg is out towards the side. I invite you to press both hands into the floor and activate through the shoulder girdle, rotating the arms ever so slightly outwards to making like a horseshoe shape with the arms and protecting your the top of your back. And then inhale to lift the left leg up out to the side. And then exhale to draw it back and behind you. And then from here, I invite you to take the right toes underneath. And on your next inhalation, to draw the left knee into nose and straighten the right leg. Now we're going to return to the floor. So that's the inhalation, exhale, right knee to floor, left leg out. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So inhale and exhale. And a 3rd time, inhale and exhale. And from here, inhale. And then instead of returning into the posture, I invite you to draw the left foot forward between your hands. Exhale to lower the right knee and the right foot. Inhale to draw yourself up. Exhale, just press the left thigh away from you. You should feel a sense of expansion in your lower back as you do that, as you open the shoulders, relax into the hips. Another full breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lift up with the right arm. Exhale to reach the left arm towards the floor on the outside of the left hip. If it doesn't reach the floor, that's fine. But make like a banana shape with the torso as you reach towards the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, banana shape to reach towards the right. Inhale to the center. Let's go 1 more time each side. Exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. 1 breath with the arms nice and low as you really soften into the hips and melt forward. Deep full inhalation. Deep full exhalation. And then sweep the hands forward. Place them on either side of the front foot and step back into your down dog. Exhale. 1 breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, lifting up your heels. Let's go through 2 pulses of this spinal wave, coming forwards. Exhale to push back. 1 more pulse here. Inhale forwards. Exhale to push back. Inhale to come forwards just enough to exhale, bring the knees to the floor in the center. And inhale to sit up on your knees. Exhale to reach the right foot out towards the side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, reach towards the right side, Parigasana towards the right. Remember to engage your glutes to really keep the torso front on and the hips steady. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to reach out towards the left side. Inhale up. And exhale, flow with your breath. 2 more times on each side. Exhale. Exhale. 1 more time on each side. You should be finishing off at the reverse Parigasana. Inhale to the center. Exhale to bring your hands forward underneath your shoulders. And then inhale to lift up with the left arm. Really activate through the right foot as you reach up and open out here. Try and equalize and align your hips to your shoulders. And then exhale to draw the left arm under the body, coming in to your thread the needle with the straddled leg. Find your alignment here, and then when you're ready, reaching the right arm up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then drawing the right arm forwards and overhead. 2 breaths here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing the right hand back in front of your face. Push the floor away as you inhale to lift up the left arm. And then exhale to bring the left hand to the floor. Remember to activate through making that horseshoe shape with the upper body, so you protect your shoulders and both arms stay straight. And then inhale. Oh, my sock was caught there. Inhale to lift up your right foot out towards the side. And then exhale to kick it back and behind you. Tucking the left toes now under. Inhale to lift up and draw knee to nose. Exhale to kick out. Left knee to the floor. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time as you inhale and you draw that knee up towards the heart, continue with the movement as you bring the right foot between your hands. Exhale to lower left knee and left foot. Inhale to lift your hands up. Place them on your thigh, kind of halfway between knee and hip. And then exhale to soften into the hips and press the thigh away from you, thus making space in the lower back. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to release your hands. Exhale, right hand on the outside of the right hip. Left arm overhead, banana shape. Inhale, left arm to the outside of the left side of the mat. Right arm over, banana shape to the left side. Inhale and up. 1 more time on each side. Exhale. Inhale and up. And exhale. Inhale towards the center. Exhale, really soften the hips as you lower the hands, offering the chest and the throat up towards the ceiling. Deep, long breath, softening of your hips, and then sliding your hands forward, tucking the toes under behind, stepping back into down dog. And exhale. Inhale to come up onto the balls of the feet and wave your spine forwards, and then soften your hips and come into a modified up dog. So your toes are tucked underneath and you're just softening your hips, but engaging your glutes as you let the gravity of the lower body draw you down towards the floor. Try to have a micro bend in your elbows as you draw your shoulders back and lift the chest up. And then exhale and stay where you are with your body, but look down towards the floor, stretching the back of the neck. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then drawing your heels together and squeezing through the adductors, pike through the hips and return to your down dog. Inhale to look forwards. Exhale to walk your feet to the front of the mat. Pause here for a second, maybe straightening into your legs if the hammies are warmed up enough, or if they aren't, micro bend in the knees. And then inhale to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Coming to standing position and keep the movement as you're standing up now and drawing the arms with a full continuous wave of the breath on the deep inhalation. And let's exhale to dive down, tilting through the hips, opening the arms out, swan dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step or jump to the back of the mat, finding your plank pose. Going through your Surya Namaskar, either using your elbows and knees if you need to, or if it's accessible to you, finding your Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. We all meet in down dog. 2 breaths, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Looking forward to the front of your mat and stepping or jumping. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, let's rise. And exhale. Let's keep the flow of breath and movement continuous. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, looking forward. Straight back, straight legs. Exhale, jump or step. Inhale, up dog or gentle cobra, wherever you're at. We meet in down dog. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking forwards to the front of the mat. Exhale, jumping or stepping. Fold the body in. Inhale, let's swan dive up. Exhale. Let's keep the movement continuous. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, straight back, straight legs. Bend through the knees, jump or step. Find your flow. And pike your way to down dog. 2 breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking forwards. Use the exhalation to find your way to the front of the mat. Exhale to fold in. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Keep the movement continuous. Last Surya Namaskar. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straight back, straight legs. Bend through the knees, jump or step. Inhale. And exhale. 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, lifting up your right leg. And on your exhalation, you can bend into the right knee, opening the right hip to the right side, and really elevating through the right knee as you press both hands away from you into the floor, making as much space as you can in the upper back. but also feeling stability in the posture. Maybe moving your leg if that feels right and good. Inhale. On your next exhalation, if it serves you, come into the wild thing. Otherwise, stay in your three-legged dog. If you're in the wild thing and you want to open up your shoulder, you can rotate your hand, your right arm, in a nice semicircle, maybe brushing the front of the chest, feeling with the exhalation an expansion in the body. Last breath here. And on the inhalation, closing right hand to floor, lifting leg up, three-legged dog once again, straight leg. Exhale. Inhale, drawing your right knee into right elbow and finding your forward triangle. Inhale to open out. Now facing in the other direction, softening your neck, pressing the floor away, finding lightness in the upper body as you do that. And again, finding rotation with the arm, maybe brushing through the chest using the exhalation to release any constriction or strain. Last breath here. And exhale. And then closing the body. And inhale to draw knee in towards chest. And exhale to lower your right knee towards the floor. Draw your right foot out towards the left side and bring your left knee snugly behind the right foot out towards the left side, and come up onto the knees. You'll need to squeeze your thighs together and squeeze your glutes together as you stand up straight. Your right leg is the front leg, so let's make the left arm the strong arm. As you wrap your right arm around the left, Garudasana arms, and then inhale to lift your elbows and arms up towards the ceiling, offering the chest forward, softening the neck. You'll really need to engage your glutes to keep your balance. Last breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, keep the engagement between the thighs and engage the mula bandh. As you open the chest out, reach forward through the top of the head, reach through your fingers and try and make a tabletop with your back, with your torso. And then in a nice sense of control and mindfulness, bring your hands to the floor in front of, underneath your shoulders. From here, tucking the toes under. Inhale to lift up, legs crossed in down dog. And exhale. Inhale, right leg up and towards your heart. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Hooking your left foot at a 90-degree angle. Inhale to come up into warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle. You'll wheel a few times with your breath. Inhale backwards. Exhale forwards. Inhale backwards. Exhale forwards. This will be the last wheel. Inhale. Exhale forwards. One breath to hold here. Inhale and exhale. On the inhalation, draw the left hand in front of your chest and feel the kinetic energy as you swivel to face the back of your mat. Keep your legs nice and wide, back foot at a 45-degree angle, hands on either side of that front foot. This is a very wide pyramid pose. Inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale to lower. If you need, you can lift up the back heel. Inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale. Inhale and exhale. This time as you inhale, definitely lift the back heel and bend into the back knee, and then exhale to kick up, finding your standing splits at the back of the mat. So you really want to lead through the right glute, and you want to lengthen through the top of the head, drawing the head down towards the earth, and your right foot needs to be super strong as well. Maybe finding your balance here, or keeping your hands to the floor if you need to. Last breath, inhale. And exhale to have both hands on the floor, and then curtsy. So like a mock Shiva squat, knee behind knee. Don't let your right toes touch the floor. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squat, knee to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squat. Inhale to lengthen and lift. This time as you exhale, bring the right toes to the floor and come into a Shiva squat or a curtsy, the back of the mat, opening your chest towards what is now your left side or the right side of the mat. Opening the chest out, reaching through the fingers and really elevating through the torso. Last breath here, inhale and exhale. On the inhalation, bring your right hand on the mat in front of your left foot. And then I'm running out of space. I'm just going to move back slightly and then open out into a revolved moon balance as you lift your right foot and lift the left arm and open the chest to the left side. Make sure the inner line of the right leg is super strong and you continue to reach through the top of the head. Another deep breath here, inhale and exhale. Take an inhalation to draw energy up and fortify, and then exhale to let that right foot touch behind you and bring your body forwards with the movement. Coming to face the front of the mat in a medium height lunge, bringing your left hand on the inside of the right foot and then opening out with the right arm, ease a revolve side angle with the chest telescoping up towards the ceiling. Another full breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale to close the chest. Bring the right hand underneath that right leg. So we're going to go into Vinyasa B here. There's a few stages. One could be just practicing bringing the shoulder under that leg. So the leg's at a 90-degree angle, and it's about a bit of hip flexibility as you practice drawing the shoulder or at least upper arm behind that leg. Next stage is to use the inhalation to draw the body forward and start to feel lightness in that right leg. Maybe lifting the leg up, and then if it serves you, bending into the arms and elevating through that back left leg. One full breath here, inhale and exhale. Lowering that back left foot and finding your way back to down dog. So you're going to practice that again on the other side. Let's spend 3 breaths in down dog, or if you want to flow through a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, whatever feels right for you. And we all meet back in down dog. On your next inhalation, lifting up your left leg. Exhale to bend in the left knee, left heel to right bum cheek. As you try to elevate as much as you can with the left knee, press the floor away. Let the shoulders be soft, expansive. Another full breath here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale to slowly and silently bring that left foot behind you into the wild thing. Or if you want to stay in 3-legged dog, totally okay. Soften through the neck. Let's rotate the arms. 3 breaths. Exhale over the chest. Inhale and around. Exhale. Last and 3rd breath. Exhale. Inhale to close the body to the floor, bringing the left leg with you, 3-legged dog. Inhale to draw left knee into right elbow, and then pressing the outer blade, the left foot onto the floor on the right side, fall in triangle. Find your balance, and then let's flow through 3 breaths. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale around, exhale. Third breath. And exhale. Inhale to close the chest to the floor, and then draw the left leg up towards your knee to nose. And then exhale to bring the knee right in the middle of the mat. Foot out to the right side, right knee behind left, right foot out to the left. Press the thighs together, and with control, come to kneel upwards. This time, the right arm is the strong arm, left arm wraps around. Press your elbows away from your chest, press your hands together, press your glutes forwards, and then open through the chest. 3 breaths here. Trying to get that back bend without losing the integrity of the balance and posture. Last full breath here. Inhale. Exhale, opening the arms out, really engaging through the adductors and drawing Mula Bandha up. As you open the chest to the floor and find the tabletop, reaching through the top of the head, really testing that core strength and the deep internal muscles. And then with control, bringing your hands forward underneath your shoulders, tucking both toes under. Exhale, pressing into a cross-legged down dog. 1 full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left knee to nose, moving like water, bringing it forwards between your hands, hooking the right foot at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, come up into warrior 2. Exhale, finding your alignment, finding your stability. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, revolved or reverse. And exhale. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Inhale and back. Exhale and forwards. Inhale and back. Last one backwards. Exhale, coming into that side angle, holding for a full rhythmical breath. Inhale and exhale. On the inhalation, drawing your hand in front of your chest and feeling that kinetic energy as you swivel to the back of the mat, straightening into your right leg in a wide pyramid pose. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold in. Lifting up your back heel if you need to. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale. Third and last breath here. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Bend into the left knee. Get earthy and use the exhalation to fly up into your standing splits. Lead with the left glute. Reach through the head as you elevate through the leg. Finding your balance maybe not, maybe using one hand behind the ankle. Just finding your edge. Last breath here. Exhale to bring your hands on your mat for balance, and then slowly bringing left knee behind right knee, letting the left toes hover. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squat, this time bringing toes to the floor and finding your Shiva squat, the back of the mat to the right side as you face it. Opening the chest as much as you can, reaching into the fingertips, finding your balance here. Deep full breath, inhale. And exhale. Use the inhalation to bring the left hand in front of that right foot. I'm probably going to need to make space again. And then exhale to press away into the floor to lift up that left leg and revolve to look on the right side, coming into your revolved half moon balance. Remember to reach through the top of the head. And although I'm running out of space here, feel a sense of expansion to hold your balance. The more you press outwards in opposite directions, the steadier you will feel. Last breath here, inhale, exhale, inhale, getting nice and stable, and then exhale to slowly bring the left toes behind you and make a nice fluid, continuous movement to sweep towards the front of the mat. Hands on either side of that left foot, right hand then just to the floor as you lift up with the inhalation, that left arm. Really telescope the ribs up towards the ceiling and soften through your neck. Another full breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale to close the body to the floor, and then finding your Vinyasa B or one of the stages leading up to it as you draw your left shoulder under that left leg, hands shoulder width apart. First stage is just lining up and working on the flexibility and range in the hip. Second stage is to use the inhalation to draw the weight forward and start to feel lightness in that front leg, just practicing that movement. And then if you feel the lightness and you want to go for it, stretch out, really kick out with the left leg, offering your chest forward, finding your chaturanga arms, and then lifting up into the right leg. And when you're ready, right foot to the floor, left leg behind you, down dog. 2 full breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. On the inhalation, lifting up your heels and waving forward. Exhale to press back. Inhale to wave forward. At the top of that breath, soften your hips, come into the modified up dog and look down towards the floor, stretching through the back of the neck. Try not to lock into your elbows and try to engage your glutes. Another deep breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, pike through the hips, returning to down dog, exhale. 1 breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, drawing your knees to the floor. And then from here, few options. I'd like us to do an inversion. If that's not in your practice, or you don't want to do that today, child pose is the option and we'll meet you there. Otherwise, maybe you're working on a forearm stand, tripod headstand, whatever you would like to find. Yogi's choice. I'm going to go into a headstand, finding soft hands, strong elbows. Maybe you want to move your mat to a wall if you feel unstable. Bringing the crown of your head between your hands. Inhale, lifting the hips up. This is first stage. You can actually stay right here with the feet on the floor. If you feel comfortable, want to go forward, you practice lifting 1 foot at a time. Engage through the mulaband and really lift through the hips to eventually bring both feet up. Find your stability here. Once you have that, you really have the foundations of the pose. You can lift your knees up and finally straighten. Make sure to keep those elbows strong, hands soft. Wherever you are in your inversion, whichever inversion you chose, let's take 5 more breaths there. And then slowly coming down. I'm going to pike down, but you can also come down with bent knees, a little bit safer, a little bit easier. Everybody finding their way into a child pose from there. Reaching your hands forward in front of you or alongside your body, up to you. Closing your eyes here, feeling the beating of the heart. Tuning into the rhythm of your breath. And feeling as though you take in breath and release breath through the back. So breathe through your back. Find that sense of expansion through the back. So although we're constricting over the chest and facing inwards and downwards, let's pivot the perspective and open up through the back. Let the back breathe you. Let yourself be breathed through this movement, feeling as though the skin becomes transparent and you are able to truly flood the body with oxygen, flood the body with freshness, with positivity, opportunity, alternative perspectives. Inhale to lift up your chest and slide your hands back alongside your legs. And we'll just do some practice for the Losana, which is a very intense posture. So we don't have to go into the full pose, but it's lovely core and mulaband work to do the preparation. So hands alongside the knees or a little bit backwards, depending on the length of your quads, of your femur bone. And then press the floor away as you inhale. And as you exhale, lift your knees up towards your chest. So your toes will still be on the floor. The full posture is to lift the feet off the floor as well. And I can't do that either. So we're gonna still do the movement and feel the benefit regardless. So it's to inhale, press the floor away, and exhale, which is a power breath. You lift the knees up and feel lightness in the toes, maybe lifting one foot, the other, and then lowering the knees. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, press the floor away, ready yourself, and then use the power of the exhalation. You'll need to inhale again, maybe lifting 1 foot at a time, and then exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, press the floor away, ready yourself, and then exhale, push away. You'll need to inhale 1 foot at a time, and exhale to lower. Super. From here, open the knees out. We're coming towards the end of our practice. And again, we have a creative yogi's choice. We're coming into a back bend. I'm going to be very relieving after that core work and bending forwards. Option 1 is a dynamic camel. So it's to come up from there onto your knees and to rotate from side to side. We've done this a few times. Really want to occupy as much space as possible as you open up with the inhalation and close with the exhalation. So if you're there and you want to stay there, keep flowing with that. Second option, if you want to go into a deeper back bend, is to do a similar thing, but only coming into the full wheel. So for this, you start on your feet. With the inhalation, one hand behind you, opening your chest out. Exhale. So it's the same thing. Maybe doing 3 times on each side, wherever you are. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more time on each side. If you want to maybe do a full rotation, even if you're in the camel or in the full wheel. And last iteration, other direction. Finding your way back, everybody coming down onto your bum, bringing the feet forwards, knees in front of the chest. and hugging your knees in towards your chest, lifting up through the top of the head, rotating the shoulder blades in and back. Right at the end of our practice, from here, we're going to roll down slowly and mindfully into our Shavasana. So opening the arms out and rolling down. Do whatever you need to, whether it's grabbing a blanket or an eye pillow or a cushion, whatever's right and good for you as you come into your Shavasana. Let's take 3 releasing breaths here. So beginning now is the first one. With the exhalation, you want to breathe out the mouth, making an audible sighing sound. So inhale and 2 more times. Inhale and last time here. Inhale and then closing your eyes and closing your mouth and starting to focus in on your essential rhythm of breath. So turning down the dial and turning off that forced breathing, connecting with your monotonous automated rhythm. And just observing the flutter of the breath and the differing sensations in the body, whatever you feel, whether it's good or what you would classify as not so good. Try to turn off the judgment and turn on the focus. With the laser beam focus, just observe, accepting the sensations of this moment, accepting the framework and structure of this moment. Ultimately, our framework, our greatest framework, is our bodies. It is ultimately the house, our home that we move through life in, the vehicle through which all experience happens. And so let us just be fully aware of this framework, of this structure, without judgment or discrimination, accepting all that is. And with full awareness and acceptance of this framework, let us find a sense of expansion. Let us find room to breathe, to soften, to feel, to be. Really leaning into this moment of relaxation. Feeling the bones and the joints relaxing and moving downwards and outwards. The breath becoming mercurical, liquid. The skin melting. The tongue and mouth soft and relaxed. The eyeballs floating in jelly, completely at ease. No strain over the temples or forehead. Just sinking into this framework, into this structure, and finding opportunity, finding release and expansion. I invite you to gently move your thumb over your fingertips. Maybe stretching into your toes, maybe moving into your feet. If it serves you, stretching your arms above your head now and taking a long, luxurious inhalation. And then gently and with great care, come up to a seated position, facing forwards like we began our practice together. And I invite you to now bring your hands together in a Jali Mudra in front of your chest, and to join me in a universal vibration of to honor our time together and to feel that sense of connection over space and time. Taking a deep breath in. And to all our teachers, past, present, and future, and to all our loved ones who could not be here with us this evening. Namaste.